there, welcome to SwiftCat. This video is all about AR or augmented reality in iOS mobile app. This will be first episode of AR course in iOS application. In upcoming episodes, we'll try to make much more bigger, better or more featured AR applications. So if you haven't subscribed my channel yet, I recommend to subscribe though for upcoming videos. Now, in this episode, we're gonna make a simple AR application with assets provided by Apple. Let's head over to it. So at the end of this video, what we try to make is we are going to make a AR object inside the device, and we will try, when we try to open the camera, it will be appearing on the screen, and if you try to run in the simulator, it will be look like this, and there will be a play button so that this will move. And here also, when we try on the real device, we will be expecting like this though. So that's the project we're going to make in this video. So in order to make that, you need to have an Apple developer account, and if you check in the developer.apple.com, here you can find here at develop. If you click that, you'll enter in this page. Here is the develop page, and if you scroll down this little more to your bottom footer, you can find here that it's a topic like graphics and games, and here you have options like sprite kit, scene kit. So in this video, I need augmented reality assets, so I'm clicking this augmented reality, and it will go to the page which is having augmented reality, and they have few documentation regarding that. So here you can find here the AR creation tools. They are explaining about the 3D models, which is to the US DZ, and here you have a quick look about AR objects which provided by the Apple itself. So you can place a 3D object inside our project. So I have made a video regarding this robot earlier. I will provide a link on that. So in this video, I need this object, so I'm going to click here, view gallery, to gallery. So here I have objects provided by Apple, and what I need to do is I'm going to click here this object. I need to download to my system, right? So we will start making the project from here onwards. Now, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to search Reality Composer. Actually, it's a tool which is for making the object to run in 3D. Actually, it's a Reality Composer. If you check in the Mac machine, you can find the Reality Composer. I'm just opening it, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new document. And if I click the new document, this will be asking for choose an anchor, which means that do you want in horizontal, vertical, like so. I want to make this as an horizontal, so I'm choosing that horizontal, and let's choose it. And here you already have a default object which is placed already, and this object, what I don't need this object, so I'm just click that and delete or backspace. That's it, symbol. And so what I'm going to do is that you can find here an add button place over here. So if you click that, it will be asking for another which object you need to place over there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to import, which means that the object which I just downloaded, I'm going to bring it over here. So I'm searching in my downloads, and here I can find here toy by plane. This is the file which we downloaded now, so I'm just choose that, and let's click import the file. So as soon as you import, you can find here a plane appear there, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to just click and drag it over here. Simple. And then what I'm going to do is here you can find here scenes. So I'm going to name the scene as toy plane. Yeah, just make just name the scene as toy plane. You can name whatever you like, doesn't matter about that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to here check for the toggle behavior panel. If you click this behavior panel on the right top, you can find here to add a plus button over here. If I click that, there will be options like tap and flip objects after tapping. So I just click that, and here you can find multiple options like which one you need to action or a sequence. If I just make a click that, and if I try to run this, it will be flipping off. And if you need to another action like jiggle, and let's say play over here, it's a motion type characters which is already set by Apple. And if I want a spin, and if I play this button, it will be having a spin. So I'm not going to do this actually. I'm just deleting these all, and I need to bring a new behavior over here, which is customize your own behavior. So, and I delete this as well. Let's say behavior 1. Let's leave that. So inside this you can find add sequence triggers. So I'm clicking here like US set animation, and if I click that, you'll be having an action sequence. You can find here which you need to select the object and click done. And inside this you have duration like 0.98 seconds. If you want to increase, you can increase as well. And if I try to run this, it will be running like this. And if I want to create a notification, just making it trigger a notification, and the identifier, I'm going to name it as run plane. Just this is an identifier which we're going to call in the notification center when we run the project. This identifier will be called, so it will be identified that this is the notification, and this action will be called at the time. So that's all in this part, and you can find here this untitled.rc project. What I'm going to do is I'm going to save the project as let's say toy plane, and I'm going to save it in my iOS projects folder. You can save it in your system or whatever. So I just saved it. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to open Xcode. So I'm searching for my Xcode in my system. Open Xcode, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new Xcode project. So I'm clicking here, create new, and here you can find multiple operations like single view app, game, or whether it's just augmented reality. So I'm clicking here augmented reality, and I'm going to click here next. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to name the product as toy plane demo, and the language, preferred language I'm going to use here is Swift, and content technology. You can find here multiple options like scene kit, sprite kit, metal kits. I'm going to use here sprite kit with a storyboard as the user interface, and click next. I'm going to save the project in my iOS project folder, and let's say create inside that. Alright, create. Simple. It's very simple. So now when you go inside your main.storyboard, or you can find here inside the projects folder, you can find here experience.rc project, which is already provided by its default. The very good thing here is you can even open in Reality Kit from Xcode itself. And if we go to the main.storyboards, there will be already a view controller with AR view inside that. Here we go. So before starting, what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete this AR view from the main.storyboard. Also, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete this RC project from my project. Let's say move to trash. Alright, and if I come back to the main.storyboard, I can find here I want to bring a new view controller actually. So I'm clicking here the plus button over here and searching for a view controller, and just bring it over here. Just click and drag it inside the view. That's it, simple. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to click here the plus button to bring in an object library. So let's say AR. So reality kit AR view. So I'm just click and drag it inside this to complete scene. And what I need to do is I'm going to click constraints for that 0 0 top bottom right left and right. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to search for a button, which means if I click that button, the object gonna run or move a play action. That's what it means. So let's search for I'm going to replace the title and let's search for an image which is for a playful. All right, that will be enough. And let's give some constraints as well. So let's say 32 from above, 24 width, 24 height, and add three constraints. And let's place that in horizontal center. Simple. That's it. And here, well, I'm going to name the class which is already having like a vcontroller.zip file. So let's say vcontroller, and before going that inside that, make sure that you have checked this is initial vcontroller. All right. So next, I'm going to go for the assistant editor and put some IP outlets inside that. Let's make more space over here. Delete these all files which we don't need that anymore. So click here in the reality kit AR view and plus control and get inside this. And the last thing is give an IV action outlet for the button as well. So let's name the button action as play tapped. That's it. Simple. And let's go to the vcontroller.zip file again, and we need to add few lines, that's all, to complete this project. So before that, what I'm going to do is I already saved my Reality Composer RC project which we created at first. So I'm searching for a toy plane RC project. So I'm just click here, toy plane RC project, and just drag it inside my project. So make sure that you have the destination, added folders, added targets checked, and let's click that finish. So here we go. So here you have the uh, toy plane RC project inside. So if you want to open the reality kit, you can open from here as well. And if you want to do further edits or whatever, you can do from Reality Composer. So at last, what I'm going to do is inside my view controller, I'm going to write few codes. So we will be about to finish the code with this video. All right. So in order to do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to write var, which means that it's a variable, and it's initially we do for declaration. So let's say anchor plane will be of toy plane dot toy plane model or toy plane exclamation mark. Here what inside the widget load, what I'm going to do is I want to name what I want to give this anchor plane, which just means try this anchor plane inside this, and I'm going to use here exclamation because I already know that this object is already inside. If you put this exclamation mark, and there's a chance that you get crashed, but in this case I know that this object is already being placed there. So load toy plane. So I'm going to load here this toy plane, and what I need to do is I'm going to anchor plane will be equal dot generate collision shapes and recursive. I'm going to set it as true, and the next line is AR view. I'm going to know the AR view that this is the scene which you need to show there inside. So scenes dot anchors dot append. So what I'm going to append here is anchor plane. So that's all in this viewed load, which means that we have a AR view, which means the camera inside session. And inside the viewed load, we are going to try this. We are forcefully trying this toy plane, which means the project which we have, this toy plane.rc project, and we're going to load that plane inside that. And here you have this anchor plane generate collision shapes, which means it will give the shapes if it's in off the screen as well. And we are bringing this inside the AR view as an append folder. So if you click here, jump to the definition, this is the file which inside from the RC project. So you don't need to do anything else because we have, this is already created files. So here you can find here one plane, just the identifier which we gave for the RC inside this notification RC center. So play, what we going to do inside the play tab is anchor plane dot notifications dot plane run plane is the name which we gave dot post. That's it, simple. So before you run, make sure that your camera have been initiated, which means info plist. You can check the camera description, allow this project to use the camera, some string inside that. So if you didn't give this camera description, usage description, the app will crash. So just make sure that you have the privacy settings over here. And then what I'm going to do is I can run in my device, or if you try in the simulator also, it will run, but the thing is you won't be able to access the camera. So let's run inside the simulator and both with the device and check what it does actually. So it's running. I have here pre-recorded screen from my device. So if I try to run this, the app will initiate and it will ask for the camera permission, and you need to click OK. And so then here you have the object there placed. I put the screen as in the landscape. Let's go to the portrait, and you have here the plus button. If you click that, the plane will run. You can change the action as well based on another feature, but here I use this default case. This is in case of a device, real device mean. But if you try to run in a simulator, this is what you get, and you have a play button over here. If you click that, it will move like this. So that's all in this video, and in upcoming episode we will try to make much more better IR apps. So in the next episode we will try to make a zoom in zoom out options and functions we write, and we add much more bigger functions to use another AR project, and based on that we will learn much more deeper inside that. So that's all in this video, and thank you for watching and stay tuned. Thank you, lads.